What comes to mind when you hear the term genetically modified foods? I'm here today to persuade you and the general public to stop consuming genetically modified food. They are actually harmful to the body. Research has shown that genetically modified foods has contributed to birth defects, cancers, and some respiratory illnesses. You will benefit today from this speech because you will be aware of the harm that GMOs has caused to the body, and it will also help you to choose wisely. First of all, let me preview some of the topics that I will be speaking about today. You will benefit. First, I will be giving you a brief history of GMO. Secondly, I will be telling you about the dangers of genetically modified foods. And lastly, I will be telling you or giving you ways on which to avoid consuming genetically modified foods. Have you ever wondered where your food come from and where it was grown? Or better yet, what was it grown with? What chemicals are in them? First, let me ask, do you know how long genetically modified food has been around? In the early 1970s, researchers developed or discovered methods of transferring antibiotic restrained genes from one type of bacteria to another, making the recipient bacterium equally antibiotic resistant as the donor sample. A genetically modified organism is a plant or animal or microorganism that has had its genetical material, which is its DNA, change using technology and generally involves the species and modification of its DNA, including transfer of specific DNA from one organism to another. This alteration gave these species more favorable characteristics such as pesticide resistance, that's pesticide resistance, disease immunity, and faster growth rates. Species that receive such advantages through the methodology are referred to as genetically modified organisms. Secondly, genetically modified foods are dangerous for your health and for the environment. GMOs could cause health issues, create allergies, toxin and disease, and nutritional problems. First, GMOs are harmful to our health. Secondly, these crops can lead to contaminated organic crops and serious destruction of the environment, which could also lead to toxins and allergens surrounding us. Creating pesticide resistance or herbicide resistance plants could damage the environment by changing the interaction between plants, insects, and animals. Finally, there are ways to avoid consumptions of genetically modified foods. While I was doing the research, I had to look for sources such as the United States Drug and Food Administration, because this is one of the bodies that approved the food and drugs that we take. So if you decide to avoid genetically modified foods, look for products that the USDA certified organic foods are grown and handled without the use of GMOs or pesticides. There are locally grown foods. In some of our communities, we can support these farmers as their products are grown without chemicals. Some of them used natural soil, natural fertilizers. Some also are grown through what we call hydroponics, which means there is just water going down and you grow the vegetables or seeds or whatever you grow through them. Also, you can choose to look at the ingredients or what is inside of your food to make sure that you're not consuming any of these genetically modified stuff or any of these herbicides or pesticides that is used to create these genetically modified foods. The Center for Food Safety is also one place you can find information on genetically modified foods. You can also, there is a few ads that we choose, like the Modified Food Timeline. That's a website that track food, gives updates and genetically modified foods, newly genetically modified crops that will come on the market. So you can check out those websites to see what they have. And also the good versus the bad genetically modified foods. That's also a very good source of finding what is in these food, what should you look for, what are the dangers of these foods. Genetically modified food has been around for a while. Secondly, it's harmful to our bodies and the environment. And finally, choosing organic food can avoid consuming genetically modified foods. Remember, our body is our temple. Nobody will take care of it but us. Choose wisely and choose for your health. Thank you.